Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to some of you. My name is still Mazi Chineke, aka Afro Cronkite, the second disciple of Onye Dumazin Namdekano. If you watch your screen, you will see a man. And by looking at this very man, you will know that this man deserves mercy. He deserves mercy. Any Biafran that see this man will pity for him. Any Biafran that see this man, we like to show solidarity to him because of what he went through in the hand of the Zoo Nigerian government. But today, the story is a different thing altogether. It's a different thing altogether. That is what we are here to do, to expose the man, because the enemies of Biafra are using him in order to get to our people. We have a special guest, which some of you know, Mazi, the one that China Sanworu threatened to kill because he thought that he was in the zoo Nigeria during December period. This man has a connection because the recent expose that we did about Uchenna Nadi that refused to take bribe from China Sanworu, Benjamin Umadbugu, and the rest of them, including the women IPOB leader in Anambra State, Nkechi, Onyebuchi, and the rest of them. We're going to play that voice note that we recorded here so that our people can understand where we're going. In the course of that expose, Mazi came, the one that we did program together against China Sanworu, wanting to kill him. And he called me and he said that this man is the same man that he called. You know, so say now, which we are also going to play that particular short clip after we made a first exposition against China Sanworu. And the comrade displayed his international Nigerian passport. There was no stamp on it. And then China Sanworu have to release another short conversation between Mazi and this man. But what they did here is this: they have to cut off a particular place. They only use a place that makes it look as if it is going to have a justification to people who is listening to him. You understand? Saying now, it was this man that he called. So what we are here to do is to open the eyes of our people here in diaspora, more especially, because when you see this man, you will be thinking that he needs help. But of course, China Sanworu is using him, which of course in that very program that we did, when Mazi wanted to give his judgment about this man, I said to him, hold on, it might be that the Zoo Nigerian government tapped his phone. You also say now, knowingly fully well that our people will be coming to him in order to help him, which of course Mazi sent him money. He sent him money for his own personal upkeeping. You know, say now, not knowing that this man, no, or job. That is what we're here to do. What exposed him is the exposition that we did just a few days ago about Uche Nadi. Uchenadi is the Agwata coordinator. He was one of the people that they summoned during the November 6th Anambra election campaign. And then he refused not to go with them. So they have to set him up. They have to set him up. So that is exactly what we're here to do. So as you join, I encourage you to welcome other people while we listen to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, before my brother and also fellow comrades join us on the program.
Okeke must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okeke Abiyama, who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, nanyị nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us, your kindness and your everlasting mercy, that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation, as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwu Abịama benigwe, whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth, Chukwokika Biama, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children, the Efiks and the Bcos, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said.
Yeah, welcome to the program. I'm going to bring up the program up to speed so that we can push it immediately. I'm going to welcome my fellow comrade, Mazi King. Mazi King, welcome to the program.
You are welcome, Mazi.
Thank you very much. As we know why we're here, just a few days ago, the program that I did about Uchennadi was a coordinator in Aguata, which Mazi China Sanworu, Benjamin Madubugu, Nkechi Onyebuchi. She is the women IPUB women leader in Anambra State, and other people. All of them were summoned by these people in order for them to abandon no election. You know what I'm saying now? To embrace. And by doing so, they have to wear a campaign cloth in order to participate in the election. So this Uche Nnaji, he was the only person that refused to anchor to that very thing because he knows exactly what Mazi Nnamdi can stand for, which is there will be no election in Biafra land. There will be no election in come 2023. Because as we all know, he gave them that opportunity in 2017. But they didn't use that opportunity. Now here we are again. So on the course of that very exposition, while he was mentioning the names of the people that participated in that particular meeting, a name came up, which is called Sunday. Okeke. Now, can you tell the Biafrans more about this Sunday Okeke? Because I know that we did a program some time ago, and then you told us that he was the person that you called. You actually gave him money for his upkeeping and tried to introduce him to the organization, which the viewers never wanted us to show the link that very day we were doing this program. So can you share more light before we go into bringing videos, your own or other things?
Yes, good evening, my fellow Biafrans, and good evening, Odinkemma, for inviting me to your program again. You know, I was going through some of your broadcasts or some of your enlightenment to we Biafrans through Facebook, and I come across a program that you were streaming. I was thinking it's live, but I didn't know it was on streaming. That was already a program you did before. So you were explaining to Biafrans some people who are really causing some troubles in IPOB and who are causing troubles in this very struggle and this agitation for our freedom. And some names were mentioned. So I had a name that knocked my head. I was thinking, what is going on here? Am I crazy, or am I not hearing very well? This was the very name you just said now, Sunday Okeke. So I just tried to recollect back what is actually going on here, because this was the person I brought out his picture before, that he's the only one I know I spoke with in Nigeria, and somebody who is from Anambra State that I spoke with about Lifos before China Sanguru brought out my picture and the Gaios that they want to kill us in Nigeria, that they are trying to clap us down in Nigeria, then I run away. So when I heard this name again, I said, what is actually going on here? That means what I'm saying is true. Because if he is involved again in something you spoke about, or in the last program, you were talking about how they are ganging up on how to do some scrupulous things in Biafra land, or to join up the politicians campaigning for the election. So that means this guy is somebody Biafrans have to be very, very careful hanging out or doing anything with, because he's a dangerous person. So this is why I called you to ask you if this is the name, just to confirm the name. And when you told me, is that same Sunday Okeke, then I said, no, something must be done. We have to speak about this guy, and we have to bring out his pictures again so people really know him, that he's working with China Sanguru and co. And so people can also believe what I was saying before, that this man is the only person that I spoke with about Life Force, that recorded my discussion with him and go give it to China Sanguru. So this is just why I said, please, I would like us to come together again to talk some things about this very person, so we can know how to caution our people on how they are communicating or having contact with this very man you see in this picture. So that is just the reason why I said I want to be in your program today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Viewers, you have heard what Mazi said. For some of you that follow up the program that we did, I think about a few weeks ago. But because of the program that we did, it actually quenched every threat against him. Because, as Onyendu said, we are whiter than white and whiter than snow. He never traveled to the zoo, Nigeria, but somebody gave out information that he's traveling to Nigeria. And for that cause, as God may have it, because that is the way that Okeke does his own thing. You always have a way in order to expose on certain things. You have to divert him to travel somewhere else here in Germany. So as they are waiting for him, they are 100% sure. That is why that man plan, God plan his own. Everything have a reason for that. We have to acknowledge this very exposition from this our brother Mazi, because if not that travel that triggers some people out of desperation to go and look for him, it also say now, and the enemies themselves, they are confused. He's talking about life force. Why they are thinking about something else? Or maybe they have been targeting him for a very long time and they are looking for something in order to blackmail him, castigate him, because this is exactly what they do. They have to, first of all, use the media. If they cannot get to you, they will use the media to demoralize you and then hand you over to the zoo Nigerian government. Those ones who are here understand exactly what I'm talking about. This man you're seeing here is the man that we're talking about. So, Sunday Okeke is his name. He is working with Chinas Amuru. He's a hardcore before, yeah, but a lot of people have come and gone. We have so many cases. This is the man when he was doing very well. You know, so say now, but because of the I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But you can see the man is really a warrior at that time. But now it's something else. So whenever you see this man, the current picture that we're talking about right now is this. Is this very one now? This is condition. So what we predicted is exactly what is happening. Mazi, can you remember when you were giving a kind of 100% sure that it was the man that gave out your conversation? You remember that? I was telling
Yes.
you that let us not jump into that, because time, sometimes you have to wait for time
Exactly.
for the truth to expose himself. You know what I'm saying now? And this is exactly what will happen. I was here, Mazi Uchennadi just called me that DOS are threatening him. I was at work, and I said to him, call me tomorrow or this evening so that we can know exactly what is happening. So this is it. Anybody that is dealing with this man, or as you just see him, know that this man, he is an evil person. I'm going to play this video. I mean, this is a voice note that China Sanworu try to use it to blackmail this our brother here after the exposition that we did, so that our people can really see what we are talking about. And this very conversation came from this Mazi Okeke. This very conversation. So my brother, after listening to it, maybe you can tell us more about him not giving out the whole information, as in the whole discussion, but only cut out the one that is going to feed them for their propaganda. Okay, let me play it now.
So him just about because all one I want to kill it. Okay, now
Did you see what they did? You see what they did? Because you say that one no na. So they have to find a way to twist it to fit on the very thing that is being propagated by China Samoro. You understand what I'm saying now?
Because only no so big.
Now, if you check another one here, in a reality, I want to why you no nenu in diaspora. I want to end on anaka. So, but because that very thing has been there, they want to use it in order to castigate you. You know, to use it to condemn you before the world in the social media, so that whenever they want to do something against you, then nobody is going to talk. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now, but let me not say much. Let me just play it, then you make your analysis.
When Mazi, Chineke bagi umejisike. So him gwara gị just kaba ahụ ka inyere anyị aka because all no one na na ga-enyere anyị nwa nọ n'elu aka ka anyị nwee ike ịrịtụta. Okay, na aghọta because onye nọ n'elu ọma nyere onye nọ n'ala aka, onye nọ n'ala ga-enyere onye nọ n'elu aka ka nwee ike ịrịtụta. So biko even ma n'Enugu steeti enwere ndị principal IPOB officers ma na Enugu steeti na-ekwenyere na DOS ndị ahụ anyị na-achọ mana ndị kwenyere na DOS anyị achọrọ because anyị kọrọ ha something ha ga-eburukwa ego to DOS. So biko nyere m anya n'Enugu steeti very well Kano any part of Enugu state. So the better so give one more otu aka n'aka Gaius now. Gaius will call you or the process behind them. But Chabala in the man, even now last day, Chabando the court again. They will be paid salary. Actually, what they want to salary. If they want to go here, this supply say, I promise. So that you ever so Kaima, my whatever. Papa Mazi, if not, they will never. This Mazi that telling people the fact. We have what are they doing? After one challenge, they actually do it. Did they go against? Did they say anything? So because and sit at home on Sunday, Monday. Make sure that system is effective and not officer. You don't make Mazi.
Okay, watching again. The floor is yours.
Yeah, and Kendra, thank you. You know, this very conversation is very clear for everybody or for any person who have a sense of reasoning, who can analyze things, you know. So as you can hear from where they started, you can see already that this discussion did not start from that very portion. It started from somewhere. So, and if you also go through the conversation when I was speaking, I told him that Mazi Gaius will give him more information about what we are doing. So why didn't they try to know which information is that Gaius wants to give to this guy? Did this guy contacted Mazi Gaius to get more information of that very plan they said we have, that we are recruiting people? You know, if there are people who really know what they are doing, if not just that they are coming to name people, to maim people so they can kill people in Nigeria or make the Nigerian government see somebody to be somebody who is against them so they can kill the person. So we all are not afraid of death. If our leader, Onyendu, will be in the dungeon today, So what are we? Why are we outside chanting or running our mouth? So what I'm trying to say here is, this is a clear discussion. Nobody heard what this man said. This Mazi Sunday Okeke. I don't even know why we're calling people Mazi. You understand? It's since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out, we start naming people Mazi. People who are not supposed to be named Mazi. Our people should just go and learn and ask the elderly people what Mazi means, because they don't know what Mazi means. That's why sometimes I tell people not to call me Mazi. Mazi is not Mr. What people think that Mazi is Mr. That's why I said our people should go and learn who they are as ndị Igbo. And when they're not Mazi, when they're not ndị Ichie, when they're not ndị Igwe, when they're not gasị ihe dị iche iche. Well, let me not go that way. So this very man that is here today, when I was talking in your last program about this man, some people wrote that maybe it's not this person or maybe whatsoever. People have different kind of suggestion what may happen. Maybe it's not the person we are talking about. But today, just with your program again, have already hit the nail at the head to show that this man is an evil. Because if I'm lying against him, since we made this very broadcast or the first conversation we have, did any one of them come to debunk it? Even this person we are showing his picture is alive today. You just made a program that he had a meeting with Chinas Anwolo and some other gang of his gangs. So did he come out? Haven't he had this meeting, this very conversation we are having in the social media? Have he ever come out to say, I'm lying against him, that he's not the person? This is a picture of about 2 years ago or 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. This very picture you are seeing on the screen. This is when he was still very sick. I don't know his condition today. And not to go far away to that, after everything I explained to him, why didn't Chinas Anwolo and his cohort play a part where this man spoke, or play a part where the conversation started from? Because I explained things to him, which I later told him Gaius will tell him more about it. So, but why are they not saying those things I explained to him, what we want to do? If we want to go kill people, if we want to maim people, if we are changing the struggle into another dimension, whatever the plan is, why are they not saying it? So if somebody pick out this point that they just recorded themselves, that they recorded themselves and cut out themselves, so what does it mean to our people? Did I say we should go and kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Did I say we should allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get rot in the DSS dungeon? Did I say we should allow our people to be killed? The understanding of this very video, of this very voice, of this very conversation, is that we want to free our people from the bondage they are. We want to make sure we come into a process that will lead to the release of our leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are what you had in this conversation. There was no time we said, okay, we want to organize people to start fighting against DOS. Why I mentioned DOS was a reason. Because anything that goes into the ears of the DOS is already in the ears of the zoo government. So this is why we don't want anybody who have something to. I know people who are in Germany here who have something to do with the DOS. Did I contact anybody in Germany to join this very organization? But there are people I contacted. I wouldn't like to mention their names here, because I can't just come into social media and start mentioning people's names. There are people in Germany here who are in this organization, who I contacted in Germany here. They are all in this organization. Some are in America that are in this organization. The organization is everywhere in the world. If you are in Germany, you can go Google, you can register in Germany and be a member in Germany. You can go in China and register as a member. You can go in Canada and register as a member. But we are just trying to register this thing in Nigeria, in the zoo, as Biafran. So if anything is coming as an assistant or anything funding, so we will be funded as a Biafran, not as Nigeria. This is just the issue. And for us to be able to be successful, we need people, because this organization has something to do with like-minded people. This is why I tell him, you are somebody like me, because I was believing this person is like me. I was thinking he have a mind like me. I was thinking, due to the fact that he always call on me when he's in a problem, and I do help him out. I believe anybody who gives me respect because of the kind of helps that I'm rendering to the person is like me. As I'm discussing with you today Kendi. I see you like a like-minded person like me. I cannot have a secret. I cannot do something behind you. Anything I want to do, I will call you and say, brother, this is what I want to do. How do we put head together and make this thing possible? This is how we work together. So if this guy is not somebody I will say, I just get his number from someone. I have been conversating with this guy. I've been having conversation with this guy over years before this very time that I called him. This life force issue we are talking about just started, I think, early this just after the arrest of Onyendu. This is when all this started. But I don't want to go into detail why the DOS are fighting against every member that is in life force. They even wrote a letter to the people in Ghana, because this life force is also in Ghana. They wrote a letter that any Biafran that is in this organization in Ghana, that they will be threatening that person. Because I have people who are in Ghana who told me this is what the DOS are saying. So what is the business of DOS? Because this organization is not a freedom fighter. This organization is not an agitative organization.
Okay, my brother, Mazi, just sorry to cut you short.
Yeah.
You understand? This very program is about this man.
Yeah.
You understand? Because he's an agent that the DOS are using him in order to track our people. So I want us to stick to this very point. You understand? Finish it, and then we end it, because I say that I'm going to do a special program. And let me shock the Biafrans. After you called me, you confirmed to me that this man is the same man that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have to pick this because you sent me these pictures. I forwarded it to Mazi, Uche. Anyway, when you teach us about the issue of Mazi, then I can even remove my own. You understand me now? If I'm not if I'm not eligible to have it, I will remove my own. You understand? Because I learned. But you know, Mazi is Mazi Namdekan. So whenever he talks about Mazi. So if you teach us what you want to teach us, I will remove my own. If I'm not eligible to have it, I'll remove my own. Yes, now. Yes, I'm telling you the truth.
That's not even my brother, because Mazi Namdekan deserve to be Mazi. Because Mazi are people who tell the truth. Mazi, you can be Mazi. Someone else can be Mazi. But anybody like Chike, Dozemia, or China Sanwo are not Mazi.
Okay.
You understand? Mazi are people who come in a gathering in the village. People listen to them when they talk. These are people they call Mazi. When they finish speaking, they tell them they were Mazi. These are the people, not Mister. You are eligible because you are a truthful somebody. You are speaking the truth.
Okay.
So it's not every charlatan who comes out and say he's Mazi. Anybody you see puts Mazi in his name. No, Mazi is not a title. It's not like a Mister that is a title. No, people are just trying to change things. You know,
okay.
It's when Mazi.
But let it not be that that's something that is just coming out from your head and you're saying it. Because once anybody opens his mouth to say something, it must be very short. So you are going to give us a special lecture about this, about Mazi. We are going to title it Mazi.
Mazi.
Understand?
Yeah.
So that we just hit on the point.
Yes.
Now, this man, I called Uche Nadi after you called me to tell me that, am I on live? You wanted to contribute. And I said, no. I'm actually at work. It was a program that I did as of yesterday night. So I have to restrain me for our people to listen to that very program because it's very, very important. Yeah. Now, I picked these very pictures that you sent to me when we did that broadcast. And I sent it to Uche Nadi.
Yeah.
If you watch here, you can see, I say, good morning, Wachineke. Another question, please. Do you know this man? That is the question. And you can see the time that I sent. I'm going to work at that time. About 6
o'clock in the morning.
6:57 in the morning. So He called me at that time, baby Dogomolo. So later he sent me a message. He said, "Good morning, Nwachukwu. I know him very well."
Okay.
He said, his name is Sunday Okeke.
You see?
The one that is working with that devil, that evil woman, Nkechi Onyebuchi. As for the number, I'm still searching because it's a two question. You know, we do investigation work. We don't just come out to speak. You understand?
Good.
So
I don't need to have any doubt about what I'm saying, because the very first day I came into your program, I told you, I was even trying to swear that this is the only person I have a discussion with. And there was no time I was even like thinking if he's the one or not. I said, this is the person I spoke with, because I know every human being knows what he does or what he did. So for him confirming this person is, and I also gave you the name, not now. I'm not telling you this is his name now. I gave you his name already before, that his name is Sunday Okeke. And now somebody is confirming it again that is his name. So that means I'm not lying against nobody. It's who he is. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody doubting before should know now that in this program, we are not lying against anybody. We are just trying to bring out the truth for people to be careful with the kind of people they associate with, because this guy is devilish. I sent him money. He spent my money, the money I sweat for, the money I worked for. He spent it.
did you give him money for upkeep or you give him money for something else?
No, it was when he sent me these pictures of his condition that
So
he needs help.
you gave him the money to help him.
Just to help him for his condition, to pay for his hospital bills or whatsoever he did with it. I don't know. He sent me these pictures himself. I didn't get these pictures from social media or whatsoever. He sent it to me himself in my phone. And this same picture, I also forwarded it to Gaius, just for Gaius to see the kind of person, because he told me a lot of things about how DOS, about how they maltreated him, about how they just left him behind after him getting this problem, that nobody is taking care of him. So I have this pity for him, that why should gallant men like this run into problem and they will just leave him behind? So that is why I have this very passion of helping him. There is nothing else. He's not a friend of mine. He's just a brother, like we are all IPOB, the way we were before as a family. This is what prompted me to even help him. Not that I knew him from somebody or from somewhere else. It's just how he started getting conversation with me. You know? So he sent me all these pictures himself, not any other person. So he may be listening. He may be listening to me. He knows me very well. He can't say he don't know me. So he knows me very well. So what I'm just trying to say is our people have to be careful, not because of Sunday Okeke alone, but there are lots more of them like this. Who goes behind? Who comes to you and play the good one, but behind they are evil. So our people have to be careful with the kind of people they associate with in this very struggle, because this struggle have, let me say, if I'm not lying, it have up to 10 divisions now. Let me not lie. Everybody is in his own angle saying whatever he wants to say. That is why we said anybody who is not sticking to autopilot should come out now and stick to it, and let's be one family. Because what the DOS is doing with what happened to me, that makes my eyes to be more open than how it was open before. It is very appalling and it's very shocking what they are doing. A lot of people have been dying unnecessarily and nobody knows why and how. If not that of mine happened now and they couldn't kill me. You understand? So that is just why it is very, very important for this very program that people should know the kind of person we are showing his picture here. It's not everybody who comes out and tell you he's this and that in IPOB, then you just listen to him and follow him. No. Because if I know this guy is like this, why should I call him for anything good for him? Why should I call him for something that will even give him money? Why should I call him to help him? Why? you know.
Okay, my brother. Thank you very much. It was you did, even through your speech right now, you just expose some things that you had with him discussed. He first of all sent you a picture as a sympathy to use it to weaken your heart in order to penetrate you to know where you stand. So then another second arrow that he shot was condemning the DOS. So if you are a believer of DOS, he will push more harder. He will push harder, because they are looking, as we are doing this program, I believe that people in Biafra land are going to watch this program. Because as we're doing analysis of prophecy is coming up, as we are doing this program right now, he first of all sent a picture, because most of us here in diaspora have contact. At least let me just speak for myself. I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground. I'm always on the ground. That is why even here in diaspora, I'm everywhere. Anywhere there is a protest, I'm everywhere. Now, he first of all sent a picture to draw sympathy. That is number one. Emotion. As a Biafran, and as his story has been told, how the DSS tortured him. So he have used that to capture the minds of Biafrans all over the world. That is number one. But what Biafrans do not know, that he is working with Nigerian government and China Sanwó-Olu. That is what they don't know. Secondly, he shoot another arrow to see where you belong, because he can't just open up to ask you, do you belong to IP autopilot or do you belong to DOS? He will first of all condemn DOS before you to know where you stand.
Exactly. Let me just, I'm not cutting you off. This is just exactly why. They can never ever, the DOS can, China Sanwó-Olu and his cohort DOS can never ever on this earth to play the full discussion I have with Sunday Okeke. They can never. So the reason why they can never. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because somebody tried to call me now. So I'm coming. Just give me 1 minute.
All right.
Just give me 1 minute. Let me reset my.
All right, let me take you off. Then when you're ready, just give me a sign. Just wave, then I will do this thing. So the second arrow was to know where you stand. He will condemn DOS. You understand say now? To know where you stand. This is a dangerous time. This is a very dangerous time that we are right now. Because you see the kind of tactics that they are using. When they shoot that arrow, you will know where you stand, because they are looking for agents. This Sunday Okeke, believe you me, he might be involved on the people that kill Waka Waka, the great journalists that we have in Biafra land. If you do investigation, one day somebody is going to come out and say that this man might be involved in people that kill Waka Waka. You know what I'm saying now? So now, when you see is that you are also in the side of IPOB autopilot, then that is how they get you. So you have to be very, very aware of this man. This very program is for him, because he is evil man. These are the people that is working hand in hand with the Nigerian government, making it difficult for our leader not to be released. making it difficult for things or encouraging other people, just like all the celebrity that is collecting 10 million. These are the people encouraging them. You understand now? I want to also let the Biafrans know that these tactics of DOS that used condemning of DOS in order to penetrate. Methuselah, he is using that tactics. He is using that tactics. You understand now? These same tactics, Methuselah is using it. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. If you are on the side of the truth, like myself, I have used it on this Alaba International. You know what I'm saying now? But you have to be on the side of the truth. And you know the time, the kind of, you know when you are going to use such a thing. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. You have to be on the side of the truth, and you know the kind of discussion that you are going to use that particular, these tactics. Because it is very, very easy. It's a way to extract information. I used it on the Alaba International chairman that came on this program and confirmed that, yes, indeed, our people, 70% of our people in Alaba International do not have PVC. But where it is more dangerous is when the person is on the wrong side. Methuselah is using the tactics. Decent tactics that Sunday, Okeke, is using. Watch Neke, you're welcome back.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm sorry. Somebody called my phone and it cut me off. Yeah,
no, okay.
according to what I was saying is that Chinas Anwuru and his cohort DOS, they can never ever on this earth to play the official conversation I have with Sunday Okeke. They can never do it. Because there they will hear where this very guy dismantled DOS, said a lot of evil things against DOS. Because this is why I decided, okay, if you are not with DOS, that means I can put you into what we are doing. That means we are like one. We are like-minded people because we want to make sure we liberate our people and to make sure we bring something good to our people. So not the DOS who are looking for people to kill, who have been compromised, taking money from Nigerian government and host of other things they are doing, killing people around. So because I don't want to be involved with DOS who are killing people. So this is why, as a like-minded person, I say, okay, with all this you told me about DOS, that they left you behind, they are not even taking care of any of the comrades in Biafra land. So most of the people are falling apart because DOS are not even taking care of anybody anymore. Both those that are injured, both those that are in prison, both those that are still in the bush. He said a lot of things. This is why I'm now saying, if Sunday Okeke and his cohort, Chinas Anwuru and DOS, if they know that they are man enough and they are the people they call themselves, let them play the full discussion I have with this guy. So you can see how he came in. Because there are things he told me before I trusted him and said, okay, I will introduce you to somebody. Because I said something. I don't want somebody who has something to do with the DOS. So that means, how did I continue to discuss with him if he didn't tell me that he don't have anything to do with the DOS? I think you understand.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Because I have people I'm talking with in Nigeria, in Biafra land. Some of them, when I will tell them, oh, how is things running? They will say DOS. Once they start talking about DOS, praising DOS, telling me they are paying allegiance to DOS, what I do, I stop my conversation with the person and I withdraw myself from that person. Because I know that person is in the wrong path. Some of them, I try to advise them, but if they don't take it, I will just leave them where they are until one day their eyes will be open. Because it's not everybody you try to convince. Like this guy now, you see what happened. So nobody, I didn't even believe that this Sunday Okeke would be a person like this. The way he spoke to me when I called him, the way he spoke about DOS, the way he condemned them, The way he spoke a lot of evil thing about them, that since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, that these people become something else. So, but you can see the trick they are using on people. They just want to know your mind.
Let me cut you. Let me just come in a little bit. The difference between we, the people that stand on the truth, and they themselves, the evil ones, whatever that we discuss behind camera, we can also be bold enough to come out and speak in public. That is why you see me personally, if it is voice notes, I can send anybody voice notes. Anybody. You know what I'm saying now? I can I can send. I'm not afraid of anybody. Because I know I stand on the truth. And that thing I sent you, you know what I'm saying now? When it's time for me to repeat that same thing, or if you called me, I will still repeat that same thing that I told you. But in them, these people, you see what they do? The place that he condemned DOS, which is true. They sold Madinam and they abandoned a lot of people. But because they have to use that tactics in order to get the good people. So, whereby playing the voice note, I mean the telephone conversation between you and him, they have to cut it to make it look as if that you send it out a voice note on a WhatsApp or Signal thereabout. Just continue. I just want to speak in that.
You know, our people have to learn something. You know, as you are today, if I send you a voice note, for example, if you go through that voice note, your phone will even tell you from which phone this voice note came. Your phone will, if it is iPhone, it will show you that this voice note come from an iPhone, that it was recorded by an iPhone and it comes from iPhone. Some numbers will come with it. So I don't know why our people are still living so timid. You understand? Sometimes people will tell you they are professor in our place. People will say they studied for how many years in the university, but they can't use their common sense and their brain. That's why I always tell people, not that you studied, that makes you to be an intelligent person. You know, so if this guy want to say, if maybe DOS is saying, now this is a voice record that I sent to him, can they show from which phone it comes? Because my phone have a number, have a serial number, and any voice record I make with my phone, it goes with his serial number. No matter how you carry it around, you cannot delete it. This serial number is always on that very voice record you make. It must always show you is from this phone or from this phone. This is what people have to know. If you send a message to somebody, the message always carry the first phone that recorded that message or that sent that message. If you are transferring the message to another person, it will always carry that very information of the first phone that message comes from. This is how police people work here, to track anywhere something is coming from. Because something may be in your phone and the police get hold of you. And you are denying, oh, this thing is not from me. Somebody sent it to me. If they want to know who sent it to you, they will know. They will just go and research and they will find out from what phone this very information came first. This is how it is. But our people, so timid how they are, they can just go around and start doing one thing. People will just think, oh, this guy is saying the truth. Or this guy the other guy is lying. But there are ways you go and investigate things. This message you have here that this brother sent to you, if you forward it to somebody, it will always show you that this message is being forwarded, that it didn't come from your phone, that you are forwarding it to somebody. It's a message you got and you are forwarding it. And if they want to find out from where this message comes from in the first place, they will find out where it comes from. It's a very simple thing. This is to show you that the message they played is a recorded version. And if you want to know from which phone it was recorded, you will get it. You just have to have the gadgets you need to research about it. You will find out from which phone they recorded that very message, that very voice. This is how they are stupid. Because if I want to record something, give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Because our people are very stupid. They think we are stupid. They think we don't know what we are doing. You know? Even if we don't go to school, but we are more intelligent than people. You understand? If you can see this, if Biafrans can see this, what I'm showing them now, this is a voice recording device. This is a voice recording device. If you can see, this is a voice recording device. This is what lawyers or police use. This is the CD, a very small CD. This is it. If I want to record a voice now and nobody knows where it comes from, I record it with this. It have a recording, I put it, I speak on it. When I finish recording, then I transfer it to a CD. When I transfer it to a CD, from that CD, I can now copy it to anywhere. Nobody will know from the device it comes from. This is what lawyers use. You, if you do go to a lawyer in this country, you will always see when they use this thing or the other one like a telephone. They use it to record everything you are saying. So this is what our people don't know. But people use phone. They don't even know what they are using. They don't know the gadget they have in their hand. They think they are fast. They are intelligent. They don't know nothing. You understand? So people have to be very, very careful with people they discuss with. And if you know you are a truthful person in this very struggle and in this agitation we are in the restoration of Biafra, don't be afraid when you record anything with your phone or when you send somebody a message with your phone. As long as you are not lying, don't be afraid of anything. The person can go research and find out you send this message. As long as you stand by the truth. So why are you hiding? Why are you afraid? Even if I send this guy a voice note, why should I be afraid? Because there is nothing there that I lied. Or I'm not against anybody. I'm not trying to fight anybody. I'm just trying to do something that will help the Biafran people. I'm trying to do something that will help in the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So what are the problem of the DOS? Why are they against it? Have they forgotten that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us that if you know what will bring us Biafra, come and do it, I will follow you. Didn't they know that? Have they forgotten? But all of them said they went to University of Radio Biafra. What did they understand from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's teaching? What did they understand? What did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us? If these guys are doing this thing they are doing, somebody like Sunday Okeke, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us, any day you search for him, you don't see him, put that country, make it to be more worse than Somalia. But what are we doing today? Compromising ourselves. They're compromising themselves with the Nigerian, with the zoo government. Is that what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us in his lectures? Let them go and play Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lectures if they are intelligent. They can go to Radio Biafra and continue to play every teachings that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made, so we can come and ask them questions if they are actually doing those things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us. So we are white and whiter than snow. They can never defeat us. I always tell people the darkness can never overcome light. Never in history. No matter how dark it is. Once the light comes, the darkness will run away. We just have to wake up. The good ones just have to stand firm. The bad ones will never overcome us. It's just that a lot of people are afraid. The good people are mostly afraid, fearing to die. You understand? I know nobody wants to go out and say, come and kill me. I myself will not go out to that and say, come and kill me. This is why I said in your previous broadcast that I better die in a war front where I'm carrying my own kokoma. Then I know I'm fighting. Then when I die there, I know, yes, I have done something. But not when I sit at home or when I'm driving on my car, somebody will shoot me from behind. No. I don't want that kind of a death. And this is what these people are sending to people. Killing people from behind. Somebody killing someone from behind is evil and deadly. They are stabbing their brothers from behind. They can't come in front of you. Now we are out on the Nkemma. Let them come out to face us now. So this is the fight now. Let them come out. You will never see them. You will never see them. They will all go into their shell. But when you turn your back and they have the opportunity, they will stab you from the back. This is what they wanted to do to me. Why didn't they come in front of me and confront me in the first place when they get that very recording? They knows me, they could have called me. Before they get those information, they could have called me. They know people who give them information. They could have taken my phone number and called me because that guy have my phone number. They could have come here and said, Ken, why are you doing this? What are you trying to do? You are trying to destroy this. You are trying to destroy that. They could have tried to convince me to join them. Why not? Why are they going through behind to stab me? Or they could have told me, oh, with this you are doing, we are going to kill you. Why don't they come in front of me to say something rather than going behind to stab me at the back? This is very dangerous. This is why our people have to be very, very careful. Our people have to be careful. The gallant men are dying in Biafra land. They are being killed by our own people, by our own brothers. This is the most dangerous thing, the most dangerous fight that we are into today. Not even what the Fulani herdsmen or what the Boko Haram or what the Nigerian army or Nigerian soldiers are doing in Biafra land, but our own people, what we are doing to our own citizens. This is the worst thing that may happen to people, that may happen to a particular indigenous people fighting themselves. So, and for no reason, just because of this money. If Turkish people will say parayok, just because of this, parayok, because of money. So where are you going to live with this money? If earthquake come today, it will carry you, consume you and your money and everything. If you are sick today, you can be sick from any kind of stupid disease. You can be sick from cancer. You can be sick from any stupid thing because you don't know nothing. You eat everything and leave your indigenous food, leave your indigenous things that will keep you alive. And you are following just the other things that doesn't mean anything for you. If you get sick today, will your money save you? Will your money save you? If money will save us, why should our politician be suffering in the prison in United Kingdom today, in Britain? I think he have every money. Why can't he save his child with the money he have, rather than to go and harvest the organ of another person's child just to keep his child alive? But he have money. He could have bought the life of his child with money. This is what people don't know. You can have thousands of hotels in Nigeria, Uchinas and Wodu. You can have thousands of filling stations in Nigeria. In the twinkling of an eye, everything can be leveled down and you lost everything. People have won millions in lotto in this country. You can Google, you can make a research. There is one in Hamburg. They always make his documentary in television. He win millions in lotto. But how did he end up today? He end up zero. He's taking social. He's taking social help in this country today. But he have millions of euro, not millions of naira. So this is what money is all about. So our people have to learn. The little you have, sew your coat according to your size. Forget all those things. You have thousands of hotels, you have this and you have that. It doesn't bring you anywhere. The truthful you are keeps your life more longer than you clamoring for the worldly things. You know? So war is, just imagine what is going on in Nigeria today. People are not talking about it. And we are fighting ourselves on social media. The Europeans have get fed up now. I heard in the news last time, they want to be sharing power in Europe, in Hanover. I don't know if you heard this news. They want to be sharing power. Some area will have gas, some area will not have gas. They want to be sharing it because they don't have anything. But what we have in our own country, in our own land, we are joking with it. We are playing game with it. We are just gambling with what we have. Today, they are laying pipelines, gas pipelines from Nigeria, all over Al Jazeera since 3 days. You see Nigeria pumping out on the news every day, where they are laying their gas pipe now from Nigeria to I think this is it Tunisia or somewhere, Algeria. From there it will be coming to Europe, and you are here running your mouth on social media, this Chinas and Wodo and everybody. But you want Europe to survive, to sustain from what you have, the economy you have in your country. All you're thinking about is to build a hotel. So my brother, people have to learn from this. People have to learn from this. So what I just want people to understand is, I said this thing last time. They said Simon Ekpa is autopilot. Yeah? I asked a question and I haven't had anybody come and answer that question. Is he not piloting good? Why have the plane not crashed? Because if you don't have a nice pilot, I don't think you will fly up to how many meters before you crash. This is what happened to the DOS, because they don't have a nice pilot. Chike Dozemia is not a good piloter. Nzulumike and all of them, all over the places in Europe, they are not a pilot. That is why their planes are crashing every day. They can only be searching for money to repair their plane, to repair their crashed plane, which their planes are always in the workshop to repair it. That's why they always need money, because they can only survive with money. But we don't depend on money. Without money, we will be moving. All we need is just a gasoline. The plane will continue to fly. That is why it is autopilot. So if they don't know, let them know. So my brother, this is where I just have to stop because of this guy. So, but we will continue to enlighten our people about people like this, because they are very, very dangerous. We have a lot of them. Even in Germany here where we have backbiters like these people. They claim they are with you, but behind you, they do evil things you don't believe. And those people are mostly the people you are helping, the people you are assisting, the people you take as your own brother, the people you think they are with you. Because some people in Germany here, when I'm brought out my pictures and these videos I made and start sending it to people and say, Ken is stupid, Ken is lying, Ken will never go to Nigeria, they will kill him. Then I tell the person, then you go to Nigeria. Because I always make reference to what Dino Malaya said. If not that he's a politician and they are all evil, all politicians are evil. But I make reference to some words they use. Dino Malaya said, you talk, you die. You don't talk, you die. You better talk and die. It's a very good phrase he made. So anybody who says he don't want to come out and support what we are doing, then he should go to Nigeria. Maybe before he drives from Lagos to Benin, they will kidnap him and request for ransom. Maybe his head will not even come out from there. Did he do anything? No. All the people they are kidnapping and killing in Biafra land, what did they do? What are their crimes? It can be me tomorrow. It can be anybody tomorrow. Why can't we stand up and know that the war is already on the ground?
That's right. That's right. This very picture here is a picture of Uche Nnadi, the very man that exposed Okeke for the second time. On the course of him escaping the Ebubago, empowered by Soludo, and the people that empowered Soludo was DOS. So it is now a kind of scratch my back, I scratch your back. Those people that never wanted to work with us to support you, these are their names. They give out his name to Ebubago. This woman, Nkechi Onyebuchi, the Anambra State women leader, and the North Urumba coordinator, because Uche Nnadi, he is the Agwata coordinator general. You know what I'm saying now? So these two people gave out his contact, his details, everything about him to Soludo Ebubago. So on the course of him escaping, he had all these injuries. On the course of him escaping. Understand? Then he got my contact. He called me. Also, we are going to use this opportunity to read to Biafrans this an article that was released by Mapawafo, which his name was mentioned there, and there are other people that their names also were mentioned there. Anyway that you are watching and you hear your name on this thing that we're going to read, we want you to come on board and tell us your story, because this is how we make connections. We know that anybody that the DOS announce their name, automatically those people are doing a great job. That is a fact. That is how the autopilot came about. You know what I'm saying now? So let us just use this opportunity to read this. My brother, I know you told me that I don't want to stay much long. We've been here for like 1 hour, 14 minutes. So when you want to go, you can just
I will
tell
indicate.
me.
I will indicate.
Yeah, indicate.
What I just want to use what I just want to use this opportunity to tell our people is that as you will be reading the names of those people, they should come out and not be afraid, because you hiding because your name is being mentioned is even more dangerous for you and more deadly. So it's better you come out to let these people know that you are not afraid of them, because if you are afraid of your enemy, this is when he have more power. This is when he rise and try more evil things against you. So everybody have to come on board now, the way our brother just said. Now, this is the time to start exposing the evil that these people are doing. We don't need to hide it anymore, because it has been happening for a long time since Mazi Kanu was arrested. So people have to come out now to save more life, because if we don't come out, we will not. People will be dying. To save more life, even though if you have been injured already, or you are still on the list, please come out and indicate and tell the Biafrans or tell the whole world what is actually going on in Biafra land, because this thing is evil and we have to try to stop it as fast as possible. And it is me and you that will help to stop it. Nobody will come and stop it for you. This is just what I want to add to it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to use the opportunity to place my contacts, because I do forget to always put my contacts on the stream. But I'm going to use this opportunity to put my contacts so that our people can be able to contact me. Those people who are in the press or threatened by the GOS members. We have treated a similar case in India. There was a lady that we streamed her program. That lady was threatened to be killed. That lady was threatened to be killed. We exposed them. So this is my contact. Anywhere around the world, anybody in the part of DOS threatening to kill you or threatening to just threaten you, come out, bring out his or her information. We display it to the world. They need to be scared of us. You also say now they need to be scared of us. So let them do what they're doing. If they don't want to turn back to face the reality on this part that we are, let them keep doing what they're doing. But they must not disturb us. Also in Biafra land, because I begin to imagine that they will threaten you to come and join them. If you refuse to come and join them, they will follow you up to kill you. Maybe they will come and kidnap your wife, kill your wife, or threaten to kill your wife if you don't join them. This is their way. But we don't threaten people unless if that person is evil. Just like in the case of Alaba International Chairman. All the evidences is there. It is not evil. It is saving the humanity. But saying that threatening the good people, we don't do that. Personally, I don't do that. Personally, I speak for myself. I don't do that. So it's my responsibility to protect our people. So anybody that is being threatened by these people, come out, bring out the information of that person. Doesn't matter whether the person is small or big. If it is just a mere argument, okay. But once he enters, I will get police to arrest you, or I will kill you. Bring out the person's information. Now, here it is. From this very press release on the 16th of June 2022 by Imapa Wafu, you are going to see the name of Uche Nadi. He was tagged as a kidnapper because he refused to be bought. It's an IPOB press release, 16th June 2022. So criminals using IPOB name to commit crimes in the Southeast must stop forthwith. IPOB. We, the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Afra, IPOB, under the command and leadership of our great leader, Mazi, they can wish to reiterate once again that IPOB have never been part or behind the ongoing insecurity and criminality in our dear region and against our people for whose security and safety ESN was established, which it is a lie. It is the other way around. Whatever they say that they are not involved here is the other way around. It's just to give out this picture for the people who don't have brain to reason, to be thinking that but you have to turn it because everybody knows. Now, going forward, it's an IPOB formed and inaugurated ESN to checkmate Fulani terrorist activities in the region and will never get involved in such evil and wicked act as kidnapping for ransom. We are working towards exposing to the public those behind the ongoing criminalities in Anambra State, Enugu, and the Imo State. So the people that we're going to mention, their names are going to be mentioned here, actually, Anambra, Enugu, and Imo. So you have to come forth and give your own testimony against these people. He said those behind these devilish activities are neither IPOB nor ESM members, as always, unfortunately, alleged. And we cannot allow them to succeed in our land. That is threat to kill. And we have seen the case of Uche Nnadi and the bruises that he has on his body. He said in Abia State, particularly, a certain Nkechi Kalo and her gang of about 8 kidnapped gangs operating between Abia State and Iguacha River State are not IPOB members. So now, Nkechi and her gang, these are ESM members that refuse to join them. Nkechi Kalo, anywhere you are, my number is on the screen. Call my number. Let us hear your own story. We call, we make a call, we record it. I'm not going to play your voice if you don't want me to. I can just put my headphone and interpret it for Biafrans too. Unless if you want your voice to be heard. But you need to contact us. It says that Nkechi and her gang is about 8 gangs operating between Abia State and the Iguacha River State are not IPOB members. They and their activity should not be associated with IPOB family membership. In Enugu State, a certain group of criminal elements turned themselves as enemy of the people. The names of their gang leader are as followed: Chocho and Mazi Ejiofor. So Chocho might be one of the commander in Enugu State, and this Mazi Ejiofor might likely be somebody in position of Uche Nnadi, because Uche Nnadi, he is a Agwata coordinator. So Ejiofor might be a coordinator that refused to be bought over. It says Chocho and Mazi Ejiofor are not IPOB members, and anybody associating with them is a confirmed criminal. The above named person who were formerly IPOB members were expelled as a result of indiscipline and insubordination, which is not tolerated by the IPOB leadership. These men and women neither represent the cherished value for which IPOB is known for, nor do they have any mandate to represent, transact. Let me mute you, my brother. Then we can, when I finish, I'll mute you. So I say, these men and women neither represent the cherished values for which IPOB is known for, nor do they have any mandate to represent, transact, discuss, operate, enter into any binding agreement for and on behalf of IPOB and ESN. Just like I said, you see, Chocho might be ESN commander, why Mazi Ejiofor might be IPOB coordinator. Now here it says, in Anambra State, this is where the name of Uchennadi is going to be mentioned. Look at it there. Look at Uchennadi, the very person. Because I told him to get me every evidence that we can use to do the expose, that he can be able to lay his hands. So you have to run around to get these things. So here it says, in Anambra State, our painstaking investigation revealed the kidnapping syndicate gang leader as Mazi Chijoke Aloy Emechie, Pastor Uchenna Nadi. This man is actually a pastor that chose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu over his church. He told us in this very program, which of course you watch it. Let me unmute you. Which of course you watch it. He said that he's a pastor. The church take care of his family, school fees, his cars, house, and the rest of them. Very big church. But when Onyendu visited their area, he went there to see, not knowing that already a petition had already been going behind him. So they have to summon him for a panel meeting to ask him for him to choose between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his work as a pastor in that church. According to him, he said that you don't know when he opened his mouth to say that he's going to follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have never seen any prophet better than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is what he said. And since then, they have to relieve him of his pastorship in his church. So this man that we just see now, he was a pastor, and he is still a pastor in evangelical work of IPOB. Yeah, because it takes a very great man to do what he did. So that is why they put his name there, pastor. You can see the level of atrocity these people are committing against the innocent ones. Now, he said, Mame Water, Michael and Mark Okbulo. These men are also not members of IPOB and do not represent the cherished value of the indigenous people of Biafra. It is evidently certain that the above-mentioned persons were masterminds of kidnapping in and around Nnewi North local government, Nnewi South, Ukulobia, Agoata. Like I said, he's in charge of entire Agoata and other places in Anambra State. Anybody that come across them should treat them as a criminal that they are. The above-mentioned people who recently joined IPOB came with very dubious and criminal intent. Now, this very statement here, it is actually referring to the lady, the Anambra State women leader. According to Mazi Uchennadi, that this lady came with a deceived mind, but she is a very hardcore politician. He never knew. When he realized it was already too late. And these are the people that are involved in killing Mazi Ejiofor. The Anambra, his arrest. His arrest. The Anambra State commander. So here it says, let me continue. The above mentioned people who recently joined IPOB came with various dubious and criminal intent. However, our well-tested and trusted God-level principle exposed their ulterior intent and motive and unworthy of being part of the noble IPOB family, and were therefore expelled to avoid contamination with disciplined members of IPOB. The public should know that the above named persons were sponsored by the Nigerian government. Now, demo, they are talking about themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, they are talking about themselves. They are talking about themselves.
Yeah, they are accusing other people for what they are doing, for their doings.
Yeah.
This
Let's continue.
This is terrible.
The public should know that the above named persons were sponsored by the Nigerian government, and it compromised security agencies, particularly DSS and army personnel, to join IPOB ESN. They now have to link it with when Onyendu. Nah, make a note there. I don't call the names of the people I want to call. I don't call the name of the people I want to call. They are now have to link it with when Onyendu in 2021 announced that everybody serving in the Zoo Army should join. You see how they just switch it? When they switch it like this, it will look super glue. Amanya. Onye fuzenye tu anu semba. My brother, use your last word and tell them on this program. Can we meet you?
Yeah, I think the Biafrans have been hearing from you, and they have been hearing from a lot of people, and they have also been seeing some proofs that are being laid before them. So, as no osisi ka ya agwa na ga-egbu ya ọkwụrụ ofu ebe, and ochinte ka a na-agwa na agha esugo. So everybody is supposed to know that the war is not about to start. Rather, we are already in it. So anyone who have anything that is bothering him or that is bugging him or things he feel that is making him to be afraid in this very struggle should come out now. Come ask the right people question, so the right people can put them in the right direction. Because this is the only way we all can be saved. Because if you carry your own problem or you carry what is bothering you and sit in your house and just say it doesn't concern me, or I'm afraid to go out to talk, or I don't want to say something, you are causing more harm to those that are on the war front already. Because you that are in social media, that are media warrior, your life is also not safe. You know, even in Europe where we are, our life are also not safe, because so many people say, oh, you are in Europe, that's why you can talk. No, people have threatened me here in Europe. I don't need to come out and be telling people how many people who have called me or send me some kind of stupid messages that I'm working with Chinas and Woru. They even concord the whole thing in a different way. Not saying that I'm working for autopilot now, but they are the people who are with DOS, but they are even accusing me that I'm working for DOS. There are messages on my phone. Our people, sometimes they don't really understand what is going on. As we are talking here today, some people will listen, but not even analyzing what we are speaking. But when they go out, they go say the opposite. This is a big problem we have in our place today. Some people have to learn how to listen, how to analyze before you speak. I said this thing in the previous program. So this is a big problem. If you know you are afraid of something, come out and let people talk to people. Let them advise you. That's why I talk about getting advisor in anything you do. Because there are people who just listening to people, how they speak. They already understand what is going on there. But some people will listen and listen and listen more than 10,000 times. They will not understand anything. So this is the problem we are having. That is why people are still falling in the hands of these devilish people. That's why people are still believing these devilish people. That's why people are still working with these devilish people. It is just the reason. Like what you read out now. You see, through your analyzing, you see how you find out how they cut and join and fix everything they fix up there. But there are people who don't even have time for that. They just read it, blah, 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 blah. Yes, what the US is saying is the truth. But they cannot dig inside. Okay, I was on the online watching your previous program, and I just came across a name. But what goes into my head immediately? Oh, stop a minute. What is happening here? I have to go re-listen to that very broadcast again from the beginning for me to know why this name is being mentioned here again. And I found out this same person is a threat. That not only to me, rather, who know how many people that are threats, that this guy are threat to? Who know how many people? You have had mine. You have had the one of our brother, the pastor, they called his name. So who know how many people that is on his net? If the name is not released, you will not know until when the name is released. Maybe when they try to kill the person and they cannot, they will now release the name. Because this is the same thing they did to me. They tried, they failed, and they released my name. They tried in this brother's name, they failed, and they released his name. Anybody they release his name should know they have tried to knock him down. But if they fail, they release the name. Then it's now a contract for the Nigerian government to come and kill that person if the person is around or close to them. So this is just what you have to know. So anybody who is in a threat from DOS should come out now, should rise up now. It's no time to go sleeping anymore. Somebody told me that in the Europeans, the first world countries, they work 24 hours. But in Africa, let me just put it this way, or in Biafra land or in Nigeria, we only work in the day. In the night, everybody will go inside this house to say he's sleeping. But our enemies are working day and night. This is what we don't know. They are working 24 hours, day and night. So we too don't need to go to sleep. We need to be awake. Our eyes need to be open. So if not, the evil these people are doing will continue. But I believe we are making progress. This is just what I have to tell our people. People have to stand up. They have to rise up and to make sure that we could shut these people down, because their strength, they are losing their strength daily from our broadcast. This is just what I want to assure our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. And good to have you, and also to come out in order to help us to clarify something, because as now you come on
Exactly.
onye awụta nke onye awụta nke nna m kwuru okwu wee sị na akpa bụ uche bụ akpa onye nyalụ nkenye mgbe o ji wee lụọ ọbụna spana ka ị ga-ewepụta spana ọbụna boat nke ọbụla inwe nke ị chọrọ iwele aka wepụta ya ọ bụrụkwa maka okwu ya ikwulu esi who knows how many people are in contact with this man. It's a very great revolution. And another thing you said, that if they try to get you, if they cannot, they will not release your name. So, question, how many people have DOS killed using this man? How many of you have you received picture of this man, giving him money, telling him that you're coming? He will arrange hotel for you, tell you that Nigeria is not good, tell you that DOS is not good, they are not taking care of you, and they will come to that hotel, they are going to kill you. It is them that is doing the kidnapping. No? It is them that is collecting ransom. It is them that is causing the insecurity. And you will never know. The reason why that Mazi came home was exposed, because Okeke have already ordained that the time is now. That is why this very program, we channel it to Maz. Oh, sorry, it's not Maz.
To Ken.
We channel it to Sunday Okeke. It's not Maz.
It's not Mazi.
No. Yeah. So how many people are in contact with him? So as you're watching this program, you share it. People in Biafra land get the message. Here in diaspora, get the message. Because this is how we expose them. This is how we expose them. So thank you very much, Machineke. Thank you very much for
You're welcome. You're welcome, and it's my pleasure. So thank you very much. I will be leaving you for now. Good night.
All right. So, my people, this is it. How many people are in contact? So, if you have anybody that you know that is too obiebela na-eme karịa ọ na-like inyelu ndị mmadụ aka. You know what I'm saying now? You pass this message to him or you pass this message to her. Because anybody that will see the condition of this man, sympathize with him. These are the people that if you call for fundraising,
Morning, good afternoon, and good night.
you know what I'm saying now? They will come out.
My name is still Mazi. I think I'm watch.
If you say you need $10,000, if these people have the $10,000, they will give. If you say you need $5,000, 20 people that is going to give up $5,000, or 20 people or 50 people that is going to give up $10,000 for our gallant men. And where you are going to find such a people is in this category of people, because they can never see anybody that is suffering for Biafra, much as somebody in this condition of this man. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. More if somebody who will be in the condition of this man will say, after hearing his story, he will sympathize with him. The next thing, he will go to zoo. He will tell him, come, no problem. I'm old gago and this. I will put in the hotel. You understand what I'm saying now? Because you have opened your heart and he have used the tactics Methuselah is using to extract information. You understand what I'm saying now? He used it on me. He called me, hey brother, I picked your number on the WhatsApp. I know their voices, all of them. That is why I made one of my programs. I told Biafrans, if you don't know their faces, know their voice. Another way, those ones who are writing, you know what I'm saying now? You have to know the way they write. These are very intelligent, these are very high intelligent. Those of you that say you go to school, you listen, you don't know it. Those ones that you don't see them, they don't speak. Like a more powerful. You understand what I'm saying now? Whenever he's right, even if I see anything without his name there, I will tell you this writing came from him. So these are the things that we need to apply intelligence in order to beat these people. God bless us with intelligence. Yes, we need to use it. So what am I trying to say here? They will use people like Sunday, you understand, in order to do what? To get the people that have deep pockets. That is one of the reasons my program is not just program. My program comes with prophecy, and the analysis here is 100%. I draw true. So the people with deep pockets, these are the people that have a heart. There are people who don't have deep pockets, but at least they can do anything. They can even give their last card to make sure that Biafra people are well taken care of. ESN are well taken care of. Have fallen in the hands of Sunday, Okeke. I will not call him Mazi. Mazi can say I should not be calling him Mazi. If they fall into hand of Sunday Okeke, he will invite you to come to the zoo. Once you go, he will tell you, I will put you in the hotel. Don't worry. At night, they will come and kidnap you. And they are the same people that will come here and tell you that these are the people involved in kidnapping. They are involved in kidnapping. We don't want them to infiltrate their loyalists and whatever. He will come, he will collect his own. As you are seeing this man, maybe he have already, maybe around the gate, around the gate. This man now is a multi-millionaire. As you are seeing him now, this man, but he is still using this picture to extract from people. Playing underground FBI undercover, or special police force. This is what, if this man you are seeing, he is a multi-millionaire as I'm speaking to you, because if they do kidnap, he will get his share. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. If you go to his house, maybe you will not see anybody coming around there. But maybe his boss will hang somewhere. You can't even notice, you can't even know. Because he must remain as somebody. Because once you come and see, even his house that he's living right now, his main house that he's living now, it will be tattered. That is his own sacrifice. I don't know if you understand that. If you're doing any investment, you'll be doing it in the name of his wife and the children. Nobody will know. But he will remain poor in the eyes of the Biafrans in order to get the people with deep pockets. People with deep pocket that is going to support ESN. You understand what I'm saying now? So our people have to be very careful and make this very program to go viral. Make it to go viral because it is very, very important. It is very, very important. It is very, very important. Make it to go viral because it is very, very important. We are not joking here. Whatever we do here always comes with prophecy. Our lemmas now they can have foreseen today. And also say now, you have foreseen today, and that is why we are fulfilling whatever Oyendu is talking about. I still remember as Odinkem and Kendall Wachineke, Brofa, active member of IPOB, and also an active financial member as well, serving the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelist, and also in music. And of course, added to AKA Afro-Cronkite, the second disciple of Onyendu, Mazi the Canon. Good night.
Our freedom is your freedom. Instead of you to accept freedom, you choose to be a saboteur. Free yourself. Free yourself, motherfucker. Are you gonna be this jealousy? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Gotta wake up. Forget about hypocrisy. That's what they have to know. No. You're the first one of freedom. We are free. Everything now and then. Why you say evil man? Yes. Evil man that. Evil man this. Evil man that. I say how long? To the coastal region, all you say, and you say, evil man this, evil man that. Let me remind you that the economics prosper, but the so-called South is currently being seized and controlled by the Fulani Chinese away. And you say, evil man this, evil man that. Are you also aware that even the oil was in Abia State, Imo State, Anambra State, and recently even in Enugu State, are being run and controlled by the Fulani Chinese away? And you say, evil man this, evil man that. Are you also aware that after the sharing process of the oil between the alliance in Shell, in Mobile, in Najib, and the alliance of the covering of the United States of America? How long are you gonna be in this jealousy? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy. That's what they have to know. No. You're the first one of freedom. We are free. Everything now and then. Why you say evil man? Yes. Evil man that. Evil man this. Evil man that. The leftover is given to the 44 local government of Kano State and the rest of the northern state of Nigeria. And you say, evil man this, evil man that. I say, how long? What's in the Kano is the man God had chosen to restore the world, starting from the restoration of Biafra, Africa, and the rest of the world, so that everyone can have a freedom of speech, everyone can have a freedom of movement. This is exactly what we are lacking in the dominant Musological Republic of Nigeria. Unlike the Mazi the Kano used to say that, calling Nigeria a zoo is like insulting an animal living in the forest. Yeah. How long are you gonna be in this jealousy? Yeah, what up? Gotta wake up, Forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say evil man?
Yes,
Evil man that. Evil man this. Evil man that.
Now listen again.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Don't overlook the voice of freedom now.
Come on now.
Reach the freedom of Biafrans.
Every day now and then.
If I am free, you are free. Africa will be free.
Yeah. Pick up people living in Nigeria, they don't think of reason. One of the man of the world, Muslim, they gonna salute you. Oza, a prince from the east, rising from the West Africa, upon the trigger. The sun rises, the sun sets, then hurry around to rise again for the restoration of Africa and the rest of the world.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
That's what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say evil man?
Yes,
Evil man that. Evil man this. And evil man that.
Back to the coastal region, how you stay, and you say evil man will dominate you, huh? Let me ask you, how many oil plots do you have in your land? How many billionaires do you have in your land? What about the land? Has it been clean? Your children are drinking dirty water, and you say evil man this, evil man that. Your children out of school, you say evil man this, evil man that. Your brother out of job, you say evil man this, evil man that. When are you gonna learn? When are you gonna see that evil man is your brother? Think about the time when you want to succeed. Think about the time when you want to have a liberty. Think about the time when you want to excel. People's not your problem, Fulani is your problem. People's not your head, Fulani is your head. People's not your enemy, Fulani is your enemy. What about your progress? People want your progress. Don't not ever say so. Fulani said that all you invite us to belong to Kanu and Chigawa. Not people must say so. Yeah.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
All right. Good night, everybody. Good night.